It's not this thing where you're like, well, I can't say that. I can't say I'm God. It's too late. You already are because you exist. And everything in this universe is His. Everything in this universe is an expression of Him. So it's too late. You're God and you can't do anything about it.
Common sense ain't so common. So listen to AKILAH, AKILAH, AKILAH.
Y'all see the title and you might think, oh, that is blasphemy. You are not God. You are not my God. I don't pray to you. That's not what it means, okay? You in your being possess the essence of your creator, right? You in your being possess the essence of the originator of the heavens and the earth. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. So, where do you think that essence is? It's in His creations. He is the all in all. That's why I love the word Allah, because it's the all in all, the all there is. He is all of that. He is the Most High. And He deposited that within you. There is something within you that knows all. There is something within you that understands all. And you say, well, no, you can never have the thoughts of God. I disagree. Because when you read the Bible, when you read the Quran, these are words that are supposed to be giving you insight into the mind of the Most High. It's supposed to be words that help you to see the type of way that He thinks. Now, if you are reading these books, then either you believe that, or what's the point of reading it? Is it so that you can be subpar? Is it so that you can get somewhat of a glimpse? But what is a glimpse when you can have the whole thing? The whole thing isn't that you are somewhere out here creating trees, and that has already been done. Now, all we have to do is to level up our understanding and our worship of the glory that He has already set into motion. We are a part of what He has already set into motion. So, yes, you can tune up to divine thoughts of the Most High. This is the whole point of the Jesus story, is to show us that the persona and the God essence within us, the Most High essence within us, is supposed to merge. And we all have the ability to do that. That's why Jesus didn't call us His servants. He called us His brothers, because we can be equal to Him in that way of coming into that divine connection. He said that greater works will you do than I have done. So it's showing that we all have the ability to reach into our consciousness and unlock the essence of God that He placed within us. We all have that ability. Now, the certain books that helped me to come to that understanding was Ask and It Is Given, Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, and of course, because my foundation is in the Nation of Islam, all of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's books. Now, when you think about the concept that I am God and I claim that identity to myself, it automatically makes you act a certain way, and it automatically puts you in a certain standard for your life. You don't want to eat trash foods, you don't want to do trash things, and you don't want to have those trash thoughts. And so when we really dive into who we believe we are, or if we have this mindset that we can never be great and we can never be as good as God and we can never be, no, we cannot be the originator of the heavens and the earth, because that already took place. But what we can be is conduits for His essence, conduits for His spirit. The definition of spirit is breath, okay? And so we say that, and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad says his, when the physical body has no breath, no air, you are gone. You are out of here. You are out of this dimension, okay? But the breath, the very air that we breathe, is the very thing that is holding us together. That's what is called spirit. So that's not the right word when it comes to the actual essence of God. I would say essence is a better word. But once I started to claim being a part of that essence, when I started to claim my part of that essence, that's when everything changed. That's when I started to pay attention more to my thoughts. That's when I didn't allow, and I no longer allow circumstances to identify who I am, circumstances to make me feel as if I'm less than or make me insecure in any way. When I start feeling any of those emotions, what I do is I immediately start using the tools that I've learned within these few months of going straight to gratitude. What do I have? What am I good at? What have I seen today that actually can lift my spirits? So because I understand the power of frequency now, child, I understand the power of waves that are in the universe. We always talk about Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and stuff. So you got to know that there's waves in the air, right? So let's start applying that to our daily lives. There is such thing as energy transferal. So now I'm more specific on how I express myself and my energy. I'm more specific on making sure I'm looking at people in the eye. I'm more specific on making sure that I choose joy. I'm making sure that when I feel, I'm really feeling and striving to identify where that emotion is coming from so that I can unroot it, unpack it, write it down, talk about it in my journal. And because of that, I've become closer to myself. Now, the persona, and this is when the scripture talks about the flesh is weak, right? The flesh is actually weak. It's not an eternal thing. The flesh is finite, but the essence of God, which is also you, is infinite. Okay. So a lot of people believe in an afterlife. It's interesting the things that I've learned now about the different dimensions and how our thought consciousness never passes away, never dies once our physical body dies. But what I've grown to understand is that even though there's a lot of people who believe that you'll go somewhere else after you physically pass away, even with that belief, they still act as if it's a strange concept to believe that that essence is within you. How do you not believe that the essence of eternity is within you if you also believe that you're going to go to eternity after you physically die? Make that make sense. I'm going to say it again. How can you believe that you're going to go somewhere for eternity after you physically die, but you refuse to believe that that same eternal essence is already in you right now? Now, if it's already in you right now, that means there's a part of you that is all knowing. There's a part of you that truly has a connection to all there is. That's right within you right now. You don't have to wait until you die. And that's what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching us by you don't wait till you physically pass away to experience heaven. I don't have to wait. I'm building my heaven right now because that essence, that eternal essence, is in me right now. So I can either level up my persona to that by watching my thoughts, striving to think in the way that I would think that the Most High would want me to think, or I could dip down into a hellish condition where all of my thoughts are negative, or I'm looking at everything half empty instead of half full. That is a possibility as well. So you choose your heaven and you choose your hell, and that has changed my entire life. Just knowing that I am God. I am that I am. So, no, you're not praying to me, AKILAH, because AKILAH is going to be here for a few years and gone as far as the physical body, right? What remains and what will remain is the essence of the Most High. So you can't pray to me. I can't pray to you. All right. I can only pray on that essence, the essence of all there is, the all in all, Allah. I can only pray to that, to Him. In the Nation of Islam, we believe that Allah, the originator, appeared to us in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. That's a whole nother concept, right? Of being able to channel the originator of the heavens and the earth. And all of us have an ability to be able to channel that essence. Okay? So Master Fard Muhammad, he said that he came to make us into all of us into gods. He came to make all of us into himself. Now, what is himself? He is one who has the ability to channel the originator of the heavens and the earth. The original intent when he created this planet and this universe and all the dimensions and all of the above. He has the ability in the bandwidth to be able to channel him forever. We also have the ability to channel that type of essence. Now, do you have that bandwidth? Have you been practicing? Have you been studying? Have you been really tuning your mind up to get to a point where you can handle that type of euphoria, that type of knowledge, that type of understanding, right? Now, I've been watching a lot of near death experience videos, and that has changed my life because one of the things that they all say is that what they experience when their essence leaves their body is that they have, of course, a 360 view of it, like everything that they can see without eyes, that they can hear things, and that they can experience things without the physical flesh. We are so much more than what we have been being. So you look at somebody like a Beyonce, right? You look at her and you say, oh my gosh, she's like a master of what she does. She's so amazing. I can't believe it. How is she embodying such feminine essence and such feminine? It's because she made herself a conduit for it. She did the work. And she was born with a disposition where she had the ability to do it and she capitalized on it. You have your own abilities that you can capitalize on, that you can influence and impact the world on. You just have to actually believe that you are worthy enough to experience that, worthy enough to make yourself a conduit for that type of power. And see, that's just one aspect of power. That's just power in music and art. Imagine the power that the Most High has. Now, what is it that you want from Him? It's easier for us as human beings in this dimension to hone in and focus on maybe one or a few avenues to show that divinity. So, someone like a Beyonce, she chose music to hone in on and to show that type of majesty and that type of work ethic and professionalism. Now, you can choose something else. If your talent is teaching and your talent is with students and children, then you have the ability to be a conduit for all that is to really master your craft in a way that nobody else can do it. And that's you being a God in your field. See, we look at the word God as something that is just, but you are that. You are all of that. You have abilities that you haven't even tapped into. So when you think of the word God, unfortunately, this world has programmed us into thinking that that's something that we cannot ever attain, which is so ironic because that very essence is within you already. So how can it be something that you cannot attain when it's already in you? But my life has forever changed, and I have such a different view on my abilities. I've started having different experiences when it comes to, I've had some clearer experiences. I've had a medium experience where I actually was able to channel one of my friend's brothers who had passed away. These things are very real because we embody the essence of the all that is. So we can tap into different frequencies. It takes time, it takes practice, and it takes focus, but we can do that. So now you're seeing stuff on TikTok where you're starting to see that the trees can respond to you. You're starting to see how nature responds to you. You're starting to see the telekinesis. You're starting to see how people are making wind blow. by honing in their energy, Tai Chi and Chi and all of those things. Now you're starting to see it, and now you're like, wait a minute, I didn't know we could do that. Yes, because you are God. He allowed us to be conduits of his essence. You have to stop looking at yourself as just this little thing. We've been programmed to look at ourselves as this little thing, little thing, right? And yes, the body is that finite little thing, but the essence within the body is eternal, huge, ginormous, amazing, scientific, spectacular, extraterrestrial, all of those things, and that's within you as well. So you were trained and I were trained to look more at the finite part of ourselves, when in truth, we should really be focusing on how to hone in, how to connect with the infinite part of ourselves. But first, you have to believe that that infinite part is within you. That all knowing part is within you. If you don't believe that that is within you, then you'll never really be able to experience the type of majesty that the Most High wants you to be able to experience. He came through you. He came through me from the perspective named Akilah Nihanda Muhammad. He came through you from the perspective of whatever your name is. Say your name. He came through you because he wanted to experience life through your perspective. And he's doing that through all of his creation, but it's still him. And that's the part that you have to understand. It's not this thing where you're like, well, I can't say that. I can't say I'm God. It's too late. You already are because you exist. And everything in this universe is his. Everything in this universe is an expression of him. So it's too late. You're God and you can't do anything about it. Even when your physical body disappears, you return to Allah. You return to the essence of God. You return to that. So you're still Allah. So now what? I'm going to start telling people I need to put a shirt on it. I need to make a shirt. You are God and there's nothing you can do about it because you exist. And again, it's about you showing forth the world what God looks like from your perspective, from your life, through your experience. So now when you think about it like that, you change your life to fit who he is. And that's why scripture said, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. If you don't know that that's what you're supposed to be doing here on this planet, then you perish not ever having truly lived. This human experience isn't just something where you live, eat, go to work, and die. Instinctively, you know that is not true. Instinctively, you know that there's more to it than that. Instinctively, you know that because why? Instinctively, you are God. Instinctively, you are infinite. That's why you know that this physical experience in this dimension is not supposed to be something where I eat, I sleep, I work, I die. I eat, I sleep, I work, I die, and I have some fun in between. You know that that is not what we're supposed to be doing here. You just, again, scripture says it, perish due to the lack of knowledge. We just don't know how to live. That's why I'm grateful for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad for bringing these teachings to the Black man and woman of America, because Eckhart Tolle, Abraham Hicks, Neville Goddard, their focus was not on the Black man and woman of America. Their focus was on just getting the message out to whoever heard it. But we in the Nation of Islam understand that the Black man and woman of America have a very, very, very different sojourn. And our journey here does not look like anybody else's journey. And the cool thing about that, though, is the reason why scripture talks about chosen people is because there's a certain journey that certain groups go through that no one else can save them from except the Most High, and getting to know the Most High and allowing Him to transform us in our persona, in our ego, in all of those things to rise up to the level that He tells us He wants us to be at. So, yes, I believe that by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad giving us this information of us being gods, and then me being able to follow up with these books and really dive into how do I go into attaining this mindset, a step-by-step guide. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Changed my life. So I'm not going to speak more on it because I'm going to do many of these videos. But this is just the first of many, and I'm loving my new mic. Y'all loving my mic? I'm loving it. But anywho, thank you for watching this video. I will be doing more and more and more. So keep on staying tuned. Peace.